Hey everybody, welcome to this reading. Zane here. So this is one of these readings where I have no idea what this reading is going to be about, but I felt guided. I wanted to come on here and do a kind of just general reading. Let's go ahead and see what this is going to be about. So we're going to go ahead and pull an astrology card. I've got a bunch of decks here, bunch of oracle decks, bunch of tarot card decks coming forward for us to use in this reading, but I want to see what the theme is about. Let's see what this card is. Okay, Saturn. So you have Saturn energy here showing up. So Saturn is currently in Aquarius at this time, and it's been in Aquarius for some time here, pretty much throughout the entire, since 2020. Saturn's been in Aquarius, and so the thing about Saturn is Saturn asks you to do the hard work. Saturn really rewards you for putting in the energy, the effort. It's the stern father of the zodiac, and it can bring great rewards into your life. Many people get afraid or upset about their Saturn return, but really it just is sort of marking the end of sort of an old phase and the beginning of a new phase in your life where you're kind of going into a different sort of stage of adulthood. You have, very interestingly enough here, you have Leo. So by the time this reading comes out, Leo should be, the sun should be in Leo. It should be Leo season. So not surprised to see Leo showing up here, really kind of marking the exciting part of summer. We're in the thick of summer here. Leo is that bold energy. You might want to check where the houses are in your natal chart, where Leo is, the house associated with Leo, and as well as Saturn for you. And then you have Sun. Well, you can't even make this up, right? So the Sun in Leo, we have the Sun in Leo happening here. And some of you, I may literally be talking to Leos. I also think that this is just talking about the kind of next stage of summer that we're moving into here. So what I think that this reading is about is I think that this reading is about summer. I think that this reading is about the season that we are in. Let me also, I was not going to do this, but let me also take a look here. So I'm using this astrological oracle card deck. It's a really cool deck, but they have like combinations here. So when you get Saturn and Leo, or when you get like Saturn and the Sun. So, all right, so take a look. I want to read this. So, Soul and Saturn, be aware of the passage of time from day to day, season to season, year to year. Do not waste another moment. My intuition was right. So, I'm going to read that again. Be aware of the passage of time from day to day, season to season, year to year. Do not waste another moment. Yes, so this is about enjoying the time that we have now, enjoying summer. You know, I wonder if some of you have you made summer plans? I mean, do you have anything going on this summer? I know personally I'll be taking like a staycation personally, and kind of exploring the place that I'm in. I'm excited to do that. So you have Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Some of you here playing around with using nature as a healing device or a healing tool. Some of you may want to do a forest bath. That is getting out in nature, going on a hike, going on a walk. You know, do you have a national park within a few hours of you? Can you get in your car and check out the national park? Can you go on some hikes? Something along those lines. You have this arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Let's see, let's get another message here. Then I think after this, we'll go ahead and we'll come into some tarot cards here. Can we get another message? Do we have another message? This is about the passage of time. This is about enjoying the season that you're in. And yeah, Direction Guardian, choose your path. I think that this is truly, I have this sense that some of you feel like summer is slipping by, okay? We're at the end of, we're getting close to the end of July, but really summer just started, right? If you really think about it, summer just started. Summer goes until September, and this is in the United States. I'm sorry if you're not in the United States, if you're in another area of the world. But, you know, this is about, yeah. So it's like summer actually goes for quite a while, right? And so this is just getting started for us here in terms of this season. And I feel like to enjoy what you have now, all right? And also try to make the most of this period of time that we're in. Let's see what else we have here. Let's go ahead and get into some tarot messages. Let's get some tarot messages here. This is clearly about the calendar. Like I'm seeing, you know, those old calendars, you probably don't even have them anymore, but the old calendars, like the actual physical paper calendars that you would put on a desk. I personally just use my phone now and my computer for the calendar, but it's like I'm seeing, like, you know how you can like tear off a page and then you turn over to the next page of the calendar book. It's like I see the calendar just moving and moving and moving and moving for you. And I think some of you, there's this issue around time, this issue around your day-to-day that's stressing you out. You have this Wheel of Fortune coming forward here. So the Wheel of Fortune is really the passage of time. It is interesting. You can think about the Wheel of Fortune as things sort of moving along, moving ahead. The cycle of life sort of moving in and out. The thing about the Wheel of Fortune, though, it is more so less about the cycle of life and more so about the cycle of your destiny. So you have a bunch of cards here that want to come forward. So let's go ahead and do this. So you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Page of Wands, you have the Three of Pentacles, and you also have the Lovers showing up here. So this is about you staying present, okay? I feel like for some of you here, it's time to stay present. It's time to stay in the now. It's time to enjoy what you have today, okay? And I would caution you at this moment to get real. I would just caution you about getting caught up in, you know, how am I trying to communicate this? It's like, I think some of you feel like summer is already over or this season is already over. And what the cards are saying is, no, the wheel is just turning, right? The wheel is just turning, and that is it. The calendar is just turning. You can enjoy the time that you have now. For some of you here, there's been this situation around work that I think has been stressing you out. There's been something here with the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords that's been stressing you out. It's possible that some of you have been overworking. And it feels like, you know, you just can't find enough time. You can't find enough time to go out, to go do something, to go enjoy yourself. There's something about time here that's really stressing you out. You have this, like I said, this good stroke of luck coming in here. I think some of you are about to have a very enjoyable second half of or it's really still kind of the first half, but this sort of middle portion, the thick of summer. I think some of you are about to have a very nice period of time here showing up with the sun moving into passionate Leo, exciting Leo, confident Leo. I think some of you are about to have that here. You have this Page of Wands and the Lovers. We do have an interesting situation here. The Lovers is the Lovers is Gemini energy, and Mars moves into Gemini in August. And it's interesting because Mars will be in Gemini for 8 months. So from August to March, from what I understand, you might want to double check me on this, but Mars will be in one sign, it'll be in Gemini for 8 months. And this is going to be about our communication, this is going to be about our relationships for many people. And there's something here around this Gemini energy. There might be something here about Mars as well that's important for you. Take a look at where Mars is in your chart, and that can help you out. But you do have this Page of Wands as well, which is about some type of offer or opportunity here that could come. I'm feeling maybe around August, September, sometime in there. And this could be a love offer with the Page of Wands and the Lover if you are single. If you are not single, some of you could see work situations improve. Let's see what else we have. We have the Page of Wands, we have the Tower, we have the Fool, and you also have the Ace of Swords showing up here in this reading. So there's been some type of like a change in your work environment, I feel like, that has been a little bit startling. It's been challenging. It's been something that you've had to sort of work through at this time. The Tower can bring about a revelation. It can bring around an upheaval. It can bring around a change in your life. The Page of Pentacles can bring about hard work. And it says that there could be offers derived from your ability to work hard. But you have the Fool and the Ace of Swords. It's very clear here that the pace of your life in this summer season is beginning to pick up. Okay, it's very clear to me here that there's something new coming into your life here. Or I feel around August, September, and this is it's like marking the passage of time, and it's like also not only that, but it's marking the beginning of something extremely exciting and new in your life. With the Fool and the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords can be like a divine insight, a divine breakthrough. It can be the clouds clearing in the background, making way for something new in your life. And the Fool is a powerful new beginning. It's leaping forward without knowing where you're going, but knowing you're going somewhere. Let's see what else we have here. So you have the Devil. You have the Two of Swords. You're having trouble with communication here. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. There's something that you need to say to somebody. I think it's probably work-related. The love side of your life, like if you're happily in a relationship, if you're happily married, or even if you're single, that side of your life seems to look very good for this summer period here. But there's something that you are struggling to communicate to somebody in a different area of your life. I think probably something relating to work. Because you have the Devil, the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is like when you're having a hard time getting the words out, you're having a hard time communicating, you're feeling restricted in speech. Four of Pentacles is you being hesitant in your life, or potentially in this case being hesitant, not making a move, something along those lines. And the Devil could be a toxic energy from somebody. You have the Chariot, and you also have the King of Swords. Could be your boss that you're having this issue with or this struggle with. Here, definitely could be that. The Chariot is, though, your ability to successfully resolve this problem and overcome any obstacles that may be placed along your way. It is a card of running right through the obstacles, not letting anything hold you back. The King of Swords could be your boss, but the King of Swords can also say that it's time to act with authority. It's time to sort of act and sort of boss up, if you will. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Knight of Wands. I see some of you taking a trip here. Look, if you feel like you've been wanting to take a trip and for whatever reason you haven't scheduled it for this summer, I don't know, let's call it August, September, something along those lines. I would maybe even into October. I'd book that. Like if it's something that you feel guided towards doing, like if you really need some time. Let's go ahead and also get a message here from the Spirit. Let me see here. What is this called? The Oracle Messengers. Let me see. What is this? What is this one called? Hold on. Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I don't think I've used this on my channel yet, but I've had this deck for a very long time. So here it is. All right. So you have the Rainmaker, you have Wild Woman, and you have Completion. So I'm actually going to read these because these are kind of like I don't use these very often because they have very high vibration, where it seems like I only pull them out when I feel like it. So this is reversed, which means it's the medicine portion of this. You can check out this. There's a link to all of these decks in the description below. Mystical Shaman Oracle Guidebook. So the medicine. Recognize how you are co-creating your world. Nothing is happening out there without your involvement. Remember that the world is only mirroring back to you the condition of your love and your intent. So change these within before you take any action. Do not take life personally. The Rainmaker is the master of manifestation who can call on all elements of nature to serve the greater good. You're manifesting something important here. I think this relates to your day-to-day. This relates to the sort of passage of time. Not getting hung up on, not getting lost in the sauce or lost in the details here. Let's see what else we have. So you then have Wild Woman. When the Wild Woman dances into your reading, she reminds you of the essence of authenticity and freedom. Very nice. And then the invitation. When the wild woman comes to dance in your reading, you're invited to shine brightly and to know that your true self is being called out to engage the world. This is a symbol that your long-held dream is beginning to take root and wants to be expressed. Your authentic self doesn't fit in a box. It needs freedom to shine. It's time to have courage and step into the light. The wild woman says, shine brightly, dance with abandon, be yourself, and let the Great Spirit decide what happens. You'll be happy you did. I think that this is like, oh, do I go do this? Do I not go do this? Do I, is there going to be lodging? Is there going to be parking? Are there going to be seats left? Are there going to be tickets left? Am I going to get accepted in? Like, there's something here that you want to do, but you're in your mind, you're like getting hung up on the details. You're getting lost in the sauce. Then you also here have completion. All things have a beginning, middle, and end. This is the nature of life, the seed, the flower, and the fruit, and of all human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new one. You've finished a cycle. There's no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regard to relationships, it is time to honor what has been and to find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of summer when fruit is ripe. What I've been saying, this is about summer. This is about summer for you. This is about enjoying this period of time between now and the end of summer and making something of it, making the most of it. So this is what I have. I wanted to do something a little bit different. It's just sort of a one-off reading. Hopefully this is a nice pep talk for you to kind of go out there and enjoy the time between now and the end of summer. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next reading.